All right, good morning, everybody. Better late than never. Real Crypto here on the Real Stocks channel. Hey, Rob. Overslept today. All right, so we ended yesterday with Tesla with a really high volume day yesterday. Right there. Quite a bit of volume coming in Tesla yesterday. Had conflicting thoughts about possible trades. I never was going to take any of them, but you've got the case here that this is just a bounce and end up going Bitcoin SV. Whoa. What happened to SV? Is it up 1.5 billion or down 1.5 billion? Up 1.5 billion. Oh, that's because of that patent filing. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, where did I see that? Craig Wright filing for patent for being Satoshi Nakamoto. Oh, I saw that on the Slack channel. Oh, that's where I saw that. Is it random? No. I saw it somewhere. Conspiracy theories? Anyway, yeah, I guess. Oh, there we go. Ruse and Numers. Bitcoin creator SG Craig S. Wright Satoshi Nakamoto granted U.S. copyright registrations for Bitcoin white paper and code. Wow. So actually copyrighted the Bitcoin white paper. That's why this is moving. I didn't know that was a thing. That's crazy. So I guess that's why BSV is going up, because Craig Wright is apparently the starter of Bitcoin. That's interesting. uh, to be honest with you, I don't know anything about Craig Wright. I don't know nothing about the guy. I think anyone that comes out, except for a very Japanese person, and says they're Satoshi Nakamoto, is gonna be like, yeah, right, you're not Satoshi Nakamoto. It's like, why would you use a Japanese name pseudonym? I don't know. It's just there's a racial tendency to it, but it I don't know. It just seems weird. But you never know. It could be anybody. Could be me. Could be you. You really don't know until someone transfers money out of that first wallet. What? There's a wallet I think with 1 million Bitcoin in it. Until someone transfers money out of that wallet, we don't know, patent or not. But anyway, maybe maybe SV could be a lottery ticket. Really haven't taken it very seriously as a coin, to be honest with you. But There's always a possibility. Always a possibility. We'll have to see. But whatever incarnation that takes, Bitcoin is Bitcoin. All right, back to stocks for a little bit. Yeah, I thought about shorting Tesla yesterday on this pop up, at least to get a run back down. Never did anything. Never really was going to, but that was a thought. You get a cascade like this, any large bullish day like this probably has to be seen as some type of short covering, and the downtrend more than likely will continue. Plenty of green on the market today. You can see my global watch list here. Just tremendous amounts of green, and not until there do we start to see red and white all the way down here towards the bottom, like 6th or 5th or something. So not too bad here. We got Beyond down 6%. TZA boot. Some stuff down here. Let's check out our actionable list. Trade desk up a little bit. INSG still flirting with that trend line. Roku looks like it's wanting to continue up. We'll see what happens with that one today. Looks like volume's fairly small. Micron's been rolling over. Probably has some China FUD going on with it. Twilio pulled back after that big update the other day. Not too bad though. Only pulled back to the beginning of that second day. ESNT, little gap this morning. That's not bad. Payscity, Amarin still getting pretty tight. Nothing too bad with Amarin right there. Netflix. There we go. Chopping around low areas. Support down here at the 200 period moving average. Right there. That's your 200 days. So finding a little bit of support down here. That could have a nice bounce maybe. Atlassian still holding towards highs. Hack, Newer back down towards support levels. That could be interesting. Did have earnings. 5 when? 514 after market, so 515. Would be here. So there's earnings, and you see a kind of a cascade lower. Popped higher, came all the way back down here. Similar situation here, and then moving lower. I'm not quite sure I want to dip by this one, the way the candles look at this moment in time. But we are towards an area of retracement. There's a reversal candle. There's a reversal candle. We don't have any of those yet. So I'm not sure if I want to jump in front of Newer yet. Fox still dropping off, finding support here at the 200 period moving average so far. And it's kind of ridden that thing. Look at that. It's almost a straight line. Looks like it's curling a little bit. But that does look like a bottoming candle yesterday in Newer. Or this is Fox, I'm sorry. Does look like a bottoming candle in Fox, so we'll see if that produces something. Not high volume by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not sure if we had super high volume on any of these either. And this one had on the earnings day, but that was a huge gap. 72, 58, 55. Nothing definitive there. Acacia coming back down to the 200-day moving average. GPK also at the 200-day. INS not having nothing to do with its 200-day down at 1945. EDU. CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill. I saw this on IBD yesterday. Look at how tight this pattern is up here. Look at this thing, man. Got a little inverted head and shoulders here. Breaks that, just rockets up. Kind of like Matic. And just rockets up. Holding pretty nice and tight here. This is a very tight base. This is only 8.5%, 9%. So that's a pretty good base. And gotta wait to see how that's gonna play itself out. But good there from Chipotle Mexican Grill. I added this to my actionable list yesterday when I saw that article. Ah, darn it. I don't want to do that. So you can see, I think that's the all-time high for Chipotle, 758. We're at 720, so we're getting back up there. Look at that, a big romp all the way down to the two handles. 250 is the ultimate low there. Taking out 66% of that high, basically. Wow. Then all the way back up. Who the heck bought that? Made 186% if you did. There's something said for catching a falling knife, but it's really cool when you do it, but unfortunately it takes a tremendous amount of practice in catching knives. But either way, CMG looking looking interesting here, if nothing else. Darn it, I can't get that right. Little 3 weeks type pattern here, I'm sure. Maybe not, actually. It does not qualify as a 3 weeks type pattern. But anyway, nice base right here. Kind of failing a breakout yesterday. No volume coming into the stock. We'll have to see how it goes. EDU take two SE. Ooh, SE with a pretty whipsaw day yesterday. Look at that. That's a big whipsaw. Does close pretty high though. Earnings today. Today after market. All right, so we'll see what SE has in store for earnings. If you want to jump in front of this one, good luck to you, and I wish you well. I'm going to say that before earnings. That sounds appropriate, doesn't it? Yeah, don't think about the price, Rod. The price doesn't matter. The price matters not. It's the market cap that really takes the cake. You can manipulate the price with the number of shares you have available, so no huge issue to have a high stock price. All right. Quick go through these. Crawling down to the 200-day moving average here. See if we'll find some support. This morning it looks like it's finding. That's a good volume this morning. Let's take a closer look. It does if you can't buy one. I will say that was kind of frustrating as a very early investor to see some stock prices and you can't even buy one share. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Fortunately, if that is a problem for anybody, there are services that do allow you to buy partial shares. Motif, M-O-T-I-F, is one of them. Can't think of another off the top of my head, but you can search partial share investing and you'll come up with some results. All right, come on. Crying out loud, man. I just want some context of volume. Is that too much to ask? All right, context of volume. So we're about as high as yesterday's volume already. I'm not really mad at Cron down here, to be honest with you. Let's take a look at the weekly, if my chart will let me. All right, so on the weekly, we're down to that 40-week moving average, which is akin to the 200-week. Trying to bounce off of it. Looks like we're coming through a trend line, or going to. Trying to come through a trend line right there. Good volume on the 1 minute. We've seen higher, but that's pretty decent today. Up 5%. On the daily down here, we don't have anything definitive for a reversal as of yet. This would be a very, very early signal. You see a very small symmetrical triangle here and a trend line break with volume today that if you calculate it out, 1.4 times 13, 18 million shares. That puts us up here. We're not going to get to 18 million. It's never going to maintain this volume status, but we could have a pretty decent volume day today in Cron. So maybe if you want to poke at it, you could poke at it, poke the bear, if you will, and we'll see what happens. But Cron's not looking too bad. Not today. Looked bad yesterday. A little better today. CLR. Straight up this morning. We have Trade Desk. A little bit of whipsawing right there. Coop, new high today. Roku's going to be fighting for new highs. Roku's probably just going to keep going. Hard to know at what pace, but CGC there, another MJ stock also playing around the 200-day moving average. It's pretty much respected it most of the way up except for the bear market, which seems about right. So could another MJ play could potentially be on the table here. Cyber holding towards highs. Very good. All those cloud stocks appear to be doing very, very well. No one's taking money out of those. Did you get him? You got the cat?
No, I just told him about it.
Why?
Why not?
I thought you were going to go get it and make it a surprise.
But now they have something to look forward to.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm such a nerd. We got a cat. We named him Copper. And so I looked up the periodic table of the elements. Ooh, ABBV breaking a long-term trend line of mine. And so getting a new cat. And I'm like, if it's smarter than copper, we're going to call it zinc. If it's dumber than copper, I forget what the other one was, but that's what I was saying. I'm like, we should have a pet family, all the table of the elements. I'm such a freaking nerd. Yeah, nickel. Nickel's dumber than copper. Zinc has another electron. Nickel has a fewer electron. One fewer electron. But ABBV maybe with another bottoming signal here actually. Let's go to the weekly chart, take a look at this. This could be maybe an epic buy for ABBV. You've got let me actually look at this very in depth. Let's take a peek. I don't know anything about what's in ABBV's pipeline. Ooh, Electron would be a cool name. That's not bad. But then we have to rename the other guy like Neutron or something. They're like, oh, you fans of the Big Bang Theory? Like, actually, I've never seen an episode. All right, so let's check out ABBV here. So ABBV's gone basically sideways for what looks like 6 months. Little over 6 months. You got from kind of the latter early part of the bear market straight over here. Yeah, I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything against it by any stretch. Seems like a fun show. I really try not to watch that much TV. 39% lower over the course of years. I gotta check this out a little bit deeper. Time frame max available. Let's go to monthly. That's all we get? Oh wow. ABBV finding support at a very long-term trend line. That's not a bad buy. Yeah, just had to they'll be in syndication like the damn Simpsons, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, snap, son. Wow. All right, so I'm going to show you the hallmark of what made me a lot of money in 2017. Setup similar to this, very, very long-term downtrends, preferably with flat bottoms like this, and then starting to break out. Usually I like to wait a little bit longer, but this is kind of the hallmark of what I like to do. I like leaders, and they have to be leaders. This can't be like Beyond Meat. We don't know what Beyond Meat is yet, so it can't be Beyond Meat. ABBV is a pretty high quality biopharmaceutical, biotech company, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, this kind of hits on the head for me. But some of these numbers I'm looking at in front of me are like 4 or 5, 600% returns going back to the highs by by this time frame. Like that. If that's possible, you get a crap ton of money. Hold on a second. Okie dokie. So that's an interesting trade right there. So I kind of like that. The market's pretty garbage right now. That's one thing that's majorly different from 2017. But this ABBV trade is very enticing. And that's going out. That's going out 605 days. That's going out. It's going out. Even at the money is 343%. So that's pretty good. Let's see what IBD has to say about or ABBV, excuse me, ABV. Probably won't be super pretty. You know, I haven't actually faced a major bear market / recession with my strategy, so I don't have a great answer to that. I got to take it by feel, I guess. That is a very long-term play going out to 2021. Very long-term. But, you know, it could go up higher before I could make several 100% just bow out of the trade. You never know. I've done that before. I like to buy really long-term options and then just benefit is basically what I like to do. So they're ranked 7th in their industry group, composite rating of 65, which isn't good. Industry group rank is 157 out of 197, so that's not good. EPS change last quarter is 14%. Pre-tax margin is 41%. They develop Humira, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, and Crohn's disease is what they do. So a couple of articles last month. Pharmaceutical giants AbbVie and Bristol Myers Squibb topped first quarter estimates. AbbVie earnings sales beat estimates last quarter. Revenue declined, but that still beat estimates. I wonder if there's something else in the pipeline. Let's check out the other article. So, sorry guys, just realized I was reading all by myself on the other screen there. Not cool. No, this is about NVS. They probably just mentioned AbbVie here once. There we go. Okay, so they're knocking off Humira. Biotech companies want your feces. There's a great Nova episode about what's living in your gut. It's just fantastic. Go watch it if you guys like science at all. AbbVie's in the space. AbbVie here. Here's another one with AbbVie. Lose patent protection in the U.S., huh? Wow. Oh, the Nova. Oh, it's really good. Nova microbiome episode. Yeah, what's living in you is the name of it. It's really good. Well, here's the thing with biotechs is yes, everything moves. It definitely can move the chart more than technical analysis. The question is will it? So that's really the question. But really, really good episode. Here, I got the link. I'll just copy and paste it. I don't need to go search for it. It's fascinating. Um, Spoiler alert, it works. There's a story of a lady in here. They have a lot of stories in here, but one of them was about this woman. They walk through her entire experience, and some dude comes in, poops. They take the poop, and he is like very, very exceptional, healthy poop. Um, and so they take his exceptional poop. She had some disease that she couldn't shake through an infection during surgery, I think, or something like that. Anyway, so they put this guy's poop in like 30 capsules. She swallows all 30 capsules, and 24 hours later, she feels fine, just fine. Where before she was pretty decimated with whatever I forget it was that she had. But anyway, very fascinating episode. Super awesome. Thoroughly enjoy it. I think I still have it saved on my DVR actually. All right, so yeah, we'll see what happens with AbbVie. I'll take a closer look at this. I don't know. I don't know how much I want to jump in here. I'll have to take a look at the relative strength line. Oh, look at that. They give you MarketSmith charts now. That's some good marketing. What? Oh, I guess they don't. I guess they just. Oh, I guess I can hack MarketSmith to at least look at something. I get the MarketSmith window. So looky here. And then as long as I don't want to move this toolbar, I can look at all the MarketSmith stuff. EPS ranking, EPS year over year. 5.3% yield's not bad. If you want to hold the stock, you get 5.3%. That's not bad at all. A strength rating of 26. Oh, and you're getting updates too. So pretty interesting there. I wonder if you can do hack here. What's one we should look at? Nope, can't type it in. We'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to look at the relative strength line a little better. It looks like they start on the weekly. Yeah, it's the weekly chart. Yeah, absolutely, Nick. But yeah, so ABBV interesting down here. I won't take a position now probably, which may let some of that buku gain evaporate. But I really want to be certain that we're going to go back into an uptrend is the key factor I think here. I'll just place a small alert. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's above this high, and we'll see if we can get back above it. I think come up form a smaller base up here and sustain and then break out. I'd like to buy on that breakout. That would be good, I think. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Sorry I came up here late today. Like I said, overslept. I don't think my alarm goes off anymore. My kids usually wake up at about 6 o'clock, 6:15, so I usually don't. And then my body wakes up too, so I usually don't need my alarm, but I did today apparently. Alarm. Oh yeah, I have it off. There you go. Just turned it back on. Anyway, all right, guys, I got to get out of here. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. I'm not sure if the market's ready for prime time. We'll have to wait and see. It's based on China at this stage of the game, and unless you're investing in cloud stocks, in which case it doesn't really matter much. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Right? Today's Friday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Today's my kid's last day of school, so I think it's Friday. So, all right, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.